This is chapter 1 of the Wisha newspaper. And this is when he goes there, and this is what he finds.
The people are called Actrons in the Galaxy Act, and they make a lot of different things. The planet called Actrons. The space bus landed and opened the door of my room, and who was standing there but my wife? I said, "What brings you here?" She said, "I missed you. You have been gone for 2 weeks and I have not heard from you." I said, "I have been gone that long. I did not realize I have been gone that long. How did you know I was coming here anyway? All the ships call in every day and say where you are. I asked them to keep an eye on you." I said, "Well, just can't get away with anything, I guess." She looked at me and smiled and grabbed me and gives me a big hug and long kiss. "Now you are not getting out of sight for 1 minute while you are here." I said, "No problem, Honorable. All I have to do is stop here and get one ad and we are out of here." We left the ship and walked a ways down the street. I said, "Sit here on the bench and I will be back in a minute or so." She sat down and I walked off toward the office. When I got to the office where I had to stop, there was no one there and the door was locked. I guess it is too early for them to be open. I went back where she was sitting and said, "There was no one there. We will have to come back later." I said, "The hotel is not far from here and we can walk." As we walked, she said, "I was wondering when you was coming home." I said, "I was coming home right after this appointment. I did not realize I have been gone for 2 weeks. It seemed like only 3 days ago." She said, "It was, but I got you wondering though." I looked at her and smiled. "Yep, you got me this time, Honorable." She looked at me and had a big smile on her face. "Yep, you have been working so much you just don't remember what you did yesterday." I said, "I guess you are right." When we got up to the front desk of the Wisha Hotel, I looked at Sami and she said, "Hello, Jack." I said, "Hello, Sami. How has business been lately?" She said, "Not bad." She passed me the key to my room and said, "Have a nice day." I said, "Thanks," and as we walked off the phone rang. Sami answered it and said, "Hold on, Jack, it is for you." I walked back and picked up the phone. It was Pal. He said, "We have a big prob here." I said, "Okay, what now?" He said, "Your boy is in a lot of trouble. He took one of the ships and is heading your way. He took the ship that needed repairs and I don't know if he will make it there. Okay, send out another ship and pick him up and bring him here, okay?" "Okay," Pal said. I hung up the phone. I turned and said, "Hon, what is wrong with James? He is on his way here. He took a ship that needs a lot of repairs and might not even make it here." She turned around and said, "I don't know. When I left everything was fine," I thought. "I guess we will have to find out when he gets here." She said, "I guess so." I went in and took a shower. When I got out, she said, "He just landed and is on his way here." I went to get dressed and just as I got my shirt on there was a knock at the door. She went and opened the door and there stood James. He said, "Mom, I have a problem." "What is it?" He said, "I need $100. She said, "What do you need the money for?" James said, "I need to get a present for Grandmom. It is her birthday tomorrow. Did you forget about her birthday?" I said, "Yes, I did. We will just have to go shopping together. Is that all right with you?" James just looked at me for a minute and said, "That will be okay. That way if I find something better for her you can help me get it." She said, "Okay, stay here tonight and we will go in the morning, okay?" James said, "Okay, I will stay." She went over and called the desk and someone showed up at the door and said, "James, follow me." I said, "Dinner is in 20 minutes, come down, okay?" James said okay and he left. We got ready and went downstairs to get something to eat. It was almost lunchtime. After lunch I said I have some work to do and I will be back here before dinner. She said okay, me and James will be shopping anyway. I said have fun, I know I am not going to. I headed to the office I was trying to get an ad from. I went outside and walked to the plant and went and walked up to the desk. I said, can I speak to the owner? She said, okay, but who are you? I am Jack Wisha from the Wisha newspaper. Your boss called me to place an ad. She said, oh yes, I have the ad right here, and passed me the ad copy. I looked at it and said, okay. I guess I don't need to see the owner after all. Thank you. She said, is that all you needed? I said, that is it, and thank you. I turned to walk out and she said, if you want we can send you the ad next time if you want. I said, I like to go to all the planets and see what they are like and see the place I am placing the ad for. That way if anyone says, well, what do they do and have you been there? I can say, I have been there, and tell them about the world and the company that placed the ad. I would like to come back later on today to look around the plant. What time could I see the plant? She said, where are you staying? I said, I am staying at the Wisha Hotel, room 1. She said, okay, I will call when I get it set up, okay? I said, okay. As I was walking back to the hotel, I was thinking, what if I don't like what they sell or do? Then what? Well, we will get to that when the time comes. I got back to the hotel. She and James was waiting in the dinner for me. I walked in and she said, what took you so long? I said, it took me time to walk from the office to here. She said, just kidding, sit down and I have already ordered and it should be here soon. I said, I have to go back later when they call to go through the plant and look at everything. She said, that will give me time to go shopping again. I guess it will. I looked over, they was bringing the food out and boy was I hungry. I looked good too. She know what I wanted anyway. After we got done, the phone rang and it was the company. She said, they have set up the tour at 3 and don't be late. I said, it is 2:30 now and got time to go shopping for a minute. We got up and I paid for dinner because this way their books will be right. We went to the shops next door to the hotel and I did not find anything I wanted, but of course she did. I said, it is time to leave and I will be back when I get done. She said, okay. I left there and walked to the company. I got to the office and she said, you are right on time. The door opened to the back room and a man said, come with me. I went with him and we got onto a small cart and went all over the plant. Wow, I see things they were making and it is a big plant. I can't tell you what they are making here just yet. You will have to read the paper. I left there and went back to the hotel and Susan and James was there watching TV. I said, okay, what are we going to do now? Then I got ready for bed. She looked at me and said, you're not going to ground him for taking the bus? I said, no, he was just trying to get some money to get a present for Grandma and we had forgot all about it. If we had remembered her birthday we all could have gone together and this would have not happened. She looked at me and said, I guess you are right. That she looked at him and then said, all you had to do is call. James looked at me and then said, okay, next time I will call and then you can send a bus for me then. I said that will work. He left and went to his room and we went to bed. It was getting late. When we got up we got dressed and I called James to see if he was ready to go. We all went to the bus stop and we did not have to wait long when the Wisha bus showed up. They dropped off the newspapers and then we got on. Just as we got to our room we took off. I know it was going to be a while before we got back to Wisha. They have to stop at other planets to drop off papers. But I don't care how long it takes, we are all heading home.
I'll catch you on the next story. Bye for now.